What's up, everybody? Welcome to Good Morning Football, live from NFL Experience here in New York City. It's a weird-looking show today, a little different. It's Thursday, June 28th. I'm Colleen Wolfe, along with Steve Smith Sr. Peter Schrager's in the house.
Yeah.
Kyle Brand.
This is going to be a wild one, Colleen.
I know. I can already tell.
Stay in your seat.
I will, because I'm a coach. Schrager got upgraded to first class.
I'm in the captain's
Look at
seat
you,
right now.
GA.
Feel pretty good right here.
Get this man some warm nuts and a hot towel.
The flight is going to be smooth. We got to say, though, honestly, Kyle and I are so excited to have both of you guys. Thank you for filling in for Nate and Kay today. We are
Yes.
so excited for the next few days.
I think it's cool that Colleen
Just
wore Nate's
filling in.
jacket, too.
It's
That's
good.
Right?
Right?
Oh, my God, he does have a jacket just like this.
Same size.
Oh, sorry, Nate.
I'm not involved in that.
More better. All
Not
right,
involved in that.
let's get into the lead block.
Good luck.
All right, we kick it off with one of the great young stud receivers in the league right now,
Whoa,
Michael
whoa,
Thomas
great.
of the Saints. Oh, come on. All right, so
He's already gone.
Steve's
I love
just
it.
going to have more to
He's
say about
already
this.
wound up here.
So Michael Thomas said this in reference to where he stacks up in the league. Quote, when you look at the guys that are the top receivers in the league, they've all played multiple years. So it's about staying consistent. It's only my second year, so everyone wants to see what I'm going to do next. And I feel like that's kind of what makes it fun. That's what I live for, to be able to take that next step and then see what they say and then take that next step. And then once the numbers line up at the end of the day, I feel like I'm going to be right there with the best of them. And that's the only thing I can really control. So, for argument's sake, I know Steve's ready to go with this one.
I'm not ready to go with
Let's
that.
just say Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Odell Beckham Jr., and DeAndre Hopkins, they're right there at the top tier of elite receivers.
Absolutely.
Right now. So who makes it into that next tier this year? Who's the next guy to make that jump?
Well, when I look at elite, I go with what Michael Thomas said is consistency. He has been consistent for about 2 years. Nothing against him. He's there. Great system, playing with a Hall of Fame quarterback, 2001 draft class, Drew Brees. I love him. But he is not at that status only because he's just so young, right? But he's getting there. He's on the cusp. So for elite status for me would be Keenan Allen. A guy who is right there 4 or 5 years in there. He's their go-to guy. I remember playing on a man caught a touchdown pass and lacerated his spleen or hurt his kidney.
Yeah, lacerated kidney.
I mean, unbelievable. But he has consistency. He showed year in and year out that he's that guy. He's the next generation of guys that's going to go there. Michael Thomas is right there. He's a guy that can play. He puts up numbers, but it's only 2 years. So you can't say great with 2 years, right? But is he there? The system, Sean Payton is going to put him in a situation to be successful. He's taking care of business. Everybody was questioning how he would do when Brandon Cooks left. Didn't stop, didn't slow down. I believe he played better because he knew I was the guy. So I am looking forward to seeing him become in the elite status. But it needs to be more than 2 years, though.
I'm with you 100% on Keenan Allen, though. I mean, I think this guy, look, comeback player of the year last year, and you look at what he did. He flashed the first 2 years, I think, in the league, but then lacerated kidney, torn ACL, but last year comeback player of the year. But for me, when I look at that offense, Hunter Henry goes down, and when you look at the receivers that Phillip Rivers has, look, Keenan Allen is going to be the go-to guy. He's going to get all of that work. I mean, this is going to be his year.
He took over the league for about a month last year.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was unstoppable. Peter, you seem like you're scowling. What's the problem?
What else can Michael Thomas do for Steve Smith's respect? In 2 years, he did it. But I'm saying, like, why can't he say, to me, does he not, I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm saying.
I was like his respect. I just said I just love the kid.
This kid is putting up better numbers than anyone else, though, in the first 2 years of his career.
In his first 2 years, yes.
So I guess
have we not seen guys do well in first 2, 3 years and then all of a sudden? I'm just saying, I just want to make sure when you put the word elite on there, 2 or 3 years does not make you elite. Be consistent. Not saying that he's not consistent, I want to see a little bit more. I need more.
If he balls out this year, though, would you be able to
I don't
say
expect
that he's in
him
that
not to
category?
ball out.
Steve,
I'm expecting he's going to be on my fantasy team. What are you talking about?
Mike.
Hey,
He's on my squad.
He doesn't have the stripes yet, and it's only 2 years. But Steve, I look at this as an investment. I know you're an investor.
Oh,
right?
yes.
You told me once you're into like commercial real estate, right?
Yes.
Michael Thomas is a brand new strip mall that is open in a high-end neighborhood. They got sandwich shops, they got jewelry stores.
Whole Foods.
You want it? Oh my God, forget it. Panera, all that stuff. It's coming at you. Want to invest now. And never mind the stats. I hate stats. I'm not a stat guy. I think it's boring as hell. Put on the game against the Vikings in the playoffs. He went against Xavier Rhodes. Dude, he ate him up. I love Xavier Rhodes. He hit him for 2 touchdowns. He was fighting him. He got Xavier Rhodes to put his hands up under his shin strap. It was a crazy, what you would call like a grown man game. I do have one concern, though, of Michael Thomas. You guys got to weigh in on this.
Yeah.
There was a picture of him that came up on Instagram. I'm a little worried he's getting a little soft, out of shape in the offseason. Look at that. I don't know if he's taking care of his core or if he's moving. Is that Khalil Mack or a wide receiver? Guys, you should see the comments under this. It's all his teammates. It's Cam Jordan, guys from other teams like Trey White. It's a combination of things that I don't know what they mean and things that I can't say on TV. I can't say it, and I don't know what they mean. Michael Thomas, I think, is going to have a massive season. He's the strip mall you got to get in on.
So you're saying I get in?
Yeah, get in.
Before it becomes IPO?
Yes.
Yes, because this is the year.
I got 100,000 wild.
You do? That makes one of us.
That makes one of us.
That's awesome.
All I'm saying is I believe the kid can play.
Yeah.
But to throw him in the
Agreed.
elite, I'm not saying he's not elite. I'm just saying it's a little early based off 2 years. But if he continues, think about it. AB is, we're arguing who's better, AB or this guy. Consistency. All I want is consistency in his 5th, 6th year because how he started off, it's unbelievable.
Let me give you another name because
What do you got?
to me, the guy that I'm watching this year is the guy who's actually going to his 3rd system, and he comes from that Saints to then the Patriots. I think Brandon Cooks could be set for a monster. He doesn't have the same build as Michael Thomas, doesn't have the same build as Julio, but I think in Sean McVay's offense, and to Steve's point, perfect situation. Todd Gurley in the backfield, Sean McVay calling the plays, all these other weapons, and Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. I think there's a chance that Brandon Cooks has his best year of his career. I think it's a fascinating career already in that he goes from Breeze having 1,000 yards, right? Then goes to Brady having 1,000 yards. He's already on his 3rd team, and it's not like he hasn't produced.
Correct.
Crazy yards each year.
Why does he keep changing?
Why do they keep?
He's so good. Why does he keep
But he's been traded for 2 different 1st-round picks. It's not like it's anything. These teams are like, I want the 32nd overall pick. I want the 23rd overall pick. I think Cooks, who's had 1,000 yards his first 3 years, I think he has an amazing 4th year.
Yes.
And I think we do consider Cooks in that Antonio Brown, Julio, Odell, because you're going to see big numbers, I think, in McVay's offense.
I love that, and I agree with you. My thing is he's just so young, and elite, throwing it in there. I just think you
need the body of work.
Yes, but his body of work thus far is unbelievable. And I know Sean is going to give him the ball. Drew's going to give him the ball. He's a playmaker. He's doing it game after game. Now you know first 2 years, game after game. But then where the elite goes is year after year.
Love it.
Right now he's game after game, and you love it.
Steve, when you were 25, though, wouldn't you have been saying the same thing? And maybe an older statesman like Eric Moulds or Jerry Rice would have been like, no, Steve Smith hasn't done anything. He's only 2 years in. I don't care what. Wouldn't you be positioning yourself the same way that Michael Thomas is?
Absolutely, I
Right.
agree. But the question was asked elite.
Yeah.
And so I'm just saying he's there. He's on the cusp. Right there, just on the lid.
Yeah. Get in. 100,000? 100,000?
Yeah. 50.
So we got all these guys on the radar now for fantasy purposes as well.
Oh,
But
he's
listen-
on my squad.
Yeah, I want to. Okay, yeah. The draft is. Have you already been mock drafting?
No, I don't mock draft. I just kind of earmark guys. Who want that guy? Want that guy?
Okay. I'm gonna be looking at your notes later. Let's get to the Vikings. So they